All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the pilot episode. This is our normal Tuesday episode where we will be covering the newest episode of Landman. I'll go ahead and kick it right off. Perk was right last week. I know we're going to get into it more, and Drew, I'll hand it over to you, but Ariana is starting to piss me off. Go ahead, Drew.
I'm gonna get into it a little more here in just a second because I want to come back to that. I think I loved this whole scenario. So personally, I'm on a different viewpoint than you on that, but we'll come back to that in a minute. Um, it's episode 4 of season 2 of Landman. It was a good one to me overall. I thought it really wrapped up a lot of things, brought us a lot of answers that we had from the episode before. And it's kind of, to me, we've developed a pattern where we go episode where we create questions and give no answers, episode where we answer all the questions, maybe leave one or two off, and then we'll catch up to that answer later on. Very classic Taylor Sheridan thing. He does this a lot. We all should have expected this by now. The man is a genius. He knows what he's doing. We should probably just stop criticizing the guy because he's pretty good at it.
Agreed.
Um, but yeah, so in this episode as a whole, the biggest thing that takes place is Tommy and the whole family and the whole worker, friends from work are all going to his mother's funeral. It's a sad setting, but it's also kind of not. Like Angela's trying to bring up the vibe throughout the entire episode, and
Psycho
Tommy's
crazy.
not letting it happen.
Whipped cream, but Sunday
Yeah.
wearing just psycho. Dude, she is so crazy, and I love it. I can't help but love it. But see, she's the fun kind of crazy. Ariana, not the fun kind of crazy. She's kind of crazy. You got to worry about getting your dick cut off in the middle of the night and her burning the house down because you left the refrigerator door halfway. Like, she is that kind of crazy.
Well, if you want to get into this Ariana thing, and I'm okay with it.
No, Perk should be the only one talking because Perk said what was coming to her, and I questioned him, and he was right. Perk, what did you say she was going to be?
She was going to be Monica.
Exactly.
She's Monica.
It may be worse.
So, to me, my biggest complaint with the episode was everything dealing with Ariana. My first complaint is why do you question why no one's talking about this woman after the funeral? Like, you, if anybody, you should know that people grieve differently.
Shut your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and she calls that whole weird thing where Sam Elliott ends up telling that story, and yes, it's great that we got that story or whatever, but like,
it ain't her place.
I gotta cut in on this one a little bit because I live with this exact scenario when it comes to families. Me and my family, we all love each other. We don't have to say it every day. We don't have to see each other for every week. We can go some time without seeing each other, and we all know we love each other. My wife's family, not that way at all. They are going to see each other almost every day. They're going to talk every day for certain. They are a very family oriented family. That is their basis of their lives is their family. So we are different in that aspect. So I see how this is a different thing from family to family. I get that.
I get that 1,000%. That's where I blame
maybe
Cooper.
Ask Cooper privately on the drive home.
And also, at some point, Cooper's got to say, "Hey, bitch, I went out and made $40 million in a day. You got to shut that mouth of yours every now and then."
And here's where I'm going to steal the line from her, and I'm going to tell you to refer to her heritage.
Yeah. I don't care what her heritage is, kicking me out in the middle of the fucking night because you got your panties in a wad and then telling me to fight for it the next day. That's a good way to get your ass left and never hearing from me again.
Well, if you don't know it, but there is a stereotype around this. What is the word I'm looking for here? I'm not
Latino women.
It's Latino women, but there's a specific term. Anyways, that's way above our pay grade here. But there's a stereotype for Latino women or Latina. They're hot headed. They can blow up on you, and that's just kind of what you sign up for.
Yeah. Every now and then you got to hit them one of them. Shut up, bitch. I mean, just every now and then Cooper's gonna have to go to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then she's gonna tell him to go in there and get in bed.
Another one of my notes on her. Yeah. Another one of my notes on her was I cannot stand the "you didn't fight for me" thing. I'm not
Oh
gonna
my
beg you to stay
yeah.
with me. If you're
That,
gonna if you have something you wanna complain about, communicate it. Don't kick me
also,
out.
Pert, let's
Is a
put the
woman.
shoe on the other foot and let's say he would have kicked her out of somewhere and expected her to fight for it. No, she would have been out at trying to find a job at the bar. She did that anyways. I'm again, she's leaning towards my fuck off level. We're not all the way there, but she's flirting with it. But you got to have that. Not knocking the episode or the show. We do need to talk about this was a pretty heavy female activity episode, anyways.
Yeah.
We got Rebecca getting trashed on a private plane, having a one night stand. Didn't see that coming at all.
You get to see
Something's going to
real
come
her.
from that.
Like you get to see like the her not in a
Yeah.
courtroom or not in a little back room where she's just being a bulldog. You get to see her live it up a little bit, and I thought that was pretty cool.
And she definitely likes to have a good time,
Yeah, that's
clearly. We have the normal par
mhm,
for course Angela doing goofy shit, and we end the episode with what I, I'm assuming how I took it. Y'all can fill in the blanks here. Angela had Sam Elliott moved from that home to where they're from, and
mhm,
Tommy just went and got him.
I really
yeah.
thought she was going to move him to the nursing home that she volunteers at.
Yeah,
Turns out we were wrong. He's coming to the house.
yeah.
Mhm,
And
yeah,
poor
and
old Dale and Neil, even though his name's Nate. I know your damn name. And then she continued to call him Neil.
That was
But
great.
I really was surprised at dinner or at the luncheon or whatever, because Dale was he was already done with the day. Like when they were talking about the music selection in the truck, he wanted to jump out of the truck at 70 miles an hour. Tommy said, she said something to Tommy. He had a one liner in there where he said, I would rather suck the Freon from an AC unit, but
Yeah.
this cigarette's all I got right now, or something. It was great.
She said, "Am I causing you to smoke?"
Yeah, that's what it was. That's exactly what it was. But
mhm,
I was really surprised, like, at dinner, when Ariana did start, asking the questions and, running her mouth when she shouldn't, that Dale didn't just say, sweetheart, can you please tone it down right now? Like, I would have liked to have seen something from Dale there, but Dale's been through a lot, clearly. And we also went back to old buddy's possibly blind.
mhm.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
So,
and
like, it
well,
was
and
jam packed.
another thing to mention with the women activity throughout the show, we finally got a scene where Ainsley was not just a dumb cheerleader, and she had like something emotional to like it's something to grab hold of, and I really like that we got
I did
that from
too.
her as well with the scene on the couch.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was a different like setting that we saw her in. Like you said, we don't just get the dumb cheerleader. You get a more serious, like, "Daddy, I feel bad for you." Like we got to see
Hmm.
the whole daddy daughter relationship.
I think the timing was
Hmm.
perfect as well because of the reviews of her character so far this season.
Yeah,
I think it was
Hmm.
perfect. It was very fitting.
Yeah, going back through the Reddit today, the discussion for today's episode was a lot more positive than it has been. There's still questions about like what's up with the dude with the pipe in the truck that either he killed himself or somebody made it look like he killed himself. That the 18
That the
wheeler
tanker truck
ran
ran
over.
into.
Yeah, there's still questions there, but I like Drew said, Taylor Sheridan likes to leave that stuff kind of open where you have something to come back to next week. So I'm guessing that's just what the ideal was with that.
So I think our biggest question, actually, from this show, in my opinion, or from this episode, we set up the whole Sam Elliott thing coming home, all that, what you're talking about, but we got a real big teaser into Cammy possibly getting in bed with the cartel dude,
Yeah,
whatever his actual title is. And he wants to talk to Tommy, so we know we're looking forward to that coming in the
that's
next few
what.
episodes.
yeah.
That's another one of my complaints I had is that why if Tommy knows this stuff about this guy and knows that Cooper shouldn't be working with him, why is he not giving Cammy a heads up when he saw how much they hit it off at
Yeah,
I
that
that's
don't think
luncheon?
he expected her to call a private luncheon with him and have tequila at 12 in the middle of the day and try to work out a deal. I don't
Mhm.
think he saw that coming. we're still held up on Cooper's situation. We end the episode again with him telling him, "Hey, talk to me tomorrow." He says, "I'll call you." He says, "No, come see me in person." So
Yep.
he's still on hold on drilling. We don't know what Cammy's going to do, and this guy's going to end up in the middle of everything.
It is looking that way. Man, I got a lot louder. I sound good to y'all?
You sound fine.
Yeah, you sound fine.
My mic went out a minute ago, so I didn't know what was going on. But yeah, like you were saying, Neil, it looks like it's shaping up to be that he's going to have his hands in Cooper's business and his hands in Cammy's business, and then him and Tommy are just going to be button heads because it's just going to be them two because Tommy's fighting for Cammy.
Well,
And
both those things are also Tommy's business. So
that's what I'm saying. Him and
yeah,
Tommy.
so we're pretty wrapped up here.
Yeah, I did think it was a pretty cool scene though when he was. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. Is it Galena or Galeno?
Sounds
Something
right.
like that. Yeah.
When him and Cammy were talking, and he said, "Look,
Mhm.
this is no disrespect. It's not because you're a woman.
It is Galeno.
It's Galeno, yeah.
Mhm.
Not because you're a woman. I want to in my business snakes discuss with snakes." And she said, "Did you just call Tommy a snake?" And he was like, "He's more of a hawk."
Yeah,
Mhm.
still kill snakes.
Yeah, and I hate that he has to be a bad guy because I really enjoy that actor. Like, I think he's really charismatic and he's really like I just like him being on the screen.
Hey, very underrated. I like his wife.
Yeah,
She's
and
really good at her role.
I know her. I know her from Grey's Anatomy. She was
Yeah.
one of the doctor's sister in Grey's Anatomy,
But
and
she
she was
plays
really
that
good in that
whole
show too.
you want me to hop off to the bar and let you talk business a minute? I'm going to pound 2 old fashions. Like, she plays that really well.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know that I feel bad about this guy yet. I know Tommy's real heated with him. Like,
Well, he did almost kill him.
he also spared him.
How
I
many
mean,
dudes
like,
you hang out with that put bags on your head and drag you into a dungeon and beat the shit out of you?
I get it, but in the business, he was working with the cartel. Tommy signed up to work,
He did.
like, you know,
And I think we can look at history and all their dealings don't end well. So,
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So I think Tommy come off on the better side of things than most, But I could see this turning one of two ways with him. He could be exactly what is being expected when you watch the show, and he's going to be this big, massive bad guy who's going to be him and Tommy are fighting, episode in, episode out, like I was talking about. Or we could see something
It
where
could
it becomes
fizzle.
a pretty successful partnership, and he just
Mhm.
continues to bail them out, and it could lead to them getting into a deeper and deeper hole with him. Is my only concern with that.
Yeah, which they're looking at a deep hole again because they're probably looking at another lawsuit here coming up with the people that died on that rig and the old buddy that doesn't have his vision anymore. Like
Yep.
they're probably looking at another lawsuit coming their way.
and we just had a tanker truck hit a truck on site here. So, and we don't
Mhm.
know what's coming from that way. And he could be an employee for all we know. We don't have any
Right.
answers on that.
We know the truck driver's dead, and we know that the guy in the truck was already dead.
That's what I was about to say. Did y'all catch that? It looked like somebody was trying to give him carbon monoxide poisoning.
Yeah, it was either a suicide or
Yeah, I
somebody
was
was
about to
trying to
say,
make it look like suicide.
it was one of
Yeah.
the two,
Um,
which is not good for them, regardless. Whichever it is,
Mhm.
no answer there is a good answer.
I do think Cammy already started the process to fixing all these things though when she told her secretary to start to list the house.
Mhm.
Yeah, and she'll get a few million for that. But I mean, I think the kind of money she's looking for ain't going to come just from that house.
It's
Mm-mm.
not, but I mean, it's a step in the right direction. However, Cammy pissed me off in this episode. She goes to see Monty at the grave. They got his headstone done and everything.
Oh, yep, me too. Go ahead.
And Cammy pours out a bottle of
Mhm.
Pappy
Yeah.
onto his grave.
Yeah.
Perk, I don't know if you're real familiar in the
I'm not.
It ain't
liquor
what we're
world.
drinking every night. I can tell you that.
What's one of them bottles do you think running right there, Neil?
I don't even know which Pappy that was. Um,
I would imagine he's not drinking the cheap shit.
uh, I would.
Well, none of it's cheap, but at
I
the
mean, if she just went with a 20-year, you're talking about probably she went with the 23-year, $5,000. If it was family reserve, Drew, for the selection, I mean, we could have gotten the 20s.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
thousands. Kurt.
Jesus Christ.
If it was just a 15-year bottle, only $2-ish grand, 15 to 2, depending on the price.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
God.
insane. I seen it and I was like, oh, that's nice. She's gonna leave a bottle of Pappy there. That like I was like, okay, that's it's cool. I guess if it's your late husband, I get it. But she poured it out, and I was like, no, no, ma'am, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
If it's me for future references, boys, y'all can just leave Bird Dog. It ain't even got to be that expensive. It's fine.
If it's me, I tell you what, fellas, drink it first. Bring the
Yeah.
bottle.
Yeah, don't waste
Have
it.
a drink with me.
That's goofy.
Oh, so what was the key highlights that your favorite thing that happened in the episode?
It was pretty much everything I said that they set up. Like I said, Tommy's one-liner was probably my favorite, just one-liner like laugh of the show. Just it was jam-packed. It's hard to pick one thing. Like I said, I want to see what happens with this whole Cooper situation. I'm really hoping he hits it big and he's the guy sitting on the 40th floor looking out the window. He's the new Monty, and he leaves Ariana's ass sitting in that fucking dump and don't give her shit. And I may change my opinion in 2 weeks, but as of right now, that's where I sit with that.
Bert, go ahead.
For me, it's my favorite thing is the dynamic and the like how well Billy Bob Thornton and Sam Elliott work together on screen as a father and son like duo. And that's what I expected. That's what I expected when Sam Elliott was announced to be on the show. I knew that they would get along well. I knew that it would work. I knew that we would have we would get great moments out of it. And this is just the beginning of that. Like the moment where he walks up to him in his wheelchair and like that was a great moment. So that was probably my favorite.
Yeah, it says second chances don't come around too often, and this one ain't ever happening again.
Yeah.
That was a good scene.
When he told him his bags were already packed, he wasn't never setting foot back in there. That was a good one.
Yeah. That was a very good scene. I will say that part. The whole father son and the father daughter things, they get me because I've it being a dad and then also being a son to somebody, like, you get it. The thing about this episode is I feel completely different about one topic than y'all did. I loved the Ariana and Cooper dialogue throughout this entire show and the dynamic that's going on, dude. It's realistic, guys. This is a woman. It's just like Sam Elliott told Cooper when she walked into the old folks' home. If you play your cards right, she might tell you the rules, but she's going to change.
It might be a woman. It might be a woman, but it ain't one I'd keep around. I can tell you that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a perk on this. I'd have had to told her this shit here ain't gonna get it.
I get it, but like, I really did. I like the dynamic where she comes home off of work. Cooper's sitting outside, being the same guy that he's been ever since the show started, where he didn't go in the house because she kicked him out, and he didn't feel right just barging in, and it led to him getting his old lady back. And so I liked that whole thing. Now, granted, I do agree with y'all about the lunch scene. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you got that.
Don't get to interrupting Tommy's mom's funeral lunch. It was a celebration for Tommy. It wasn't, something sad. So
I'll say this: I want to see how Cooper acts when he's got a new F-250 with some wheels and a leveling kit and some tires on that thing. New pair of boots. He's not wearing the same T-shirt, and he gets a new hat. Let's see how she talks to him here in a few months when those checks start going in the account.
Yeah, and he's behind Tech's new defensive end for next year.
Yeah, let's see how that really goes. How many times she's kicking him out.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I don't think it's going to change that much. I'm just going to be honest with you. From picking up what she's putting down, I really don't think that's going to change.
Well, he should change it.
I don't know that he wants to, though. It's the thing.
He'll figure it out.
Like
another thing I wanted to bring up is just as somebody who has one parent that I have this like terrible relationship with, similar to Tommy with his parents. They are doing a fantastic job showing the like inner turmoil that you have trying to like navigate that's your parent versus what they did to you. Like they have done that so well.
Yeah, it's good. The more they unravel of this whole story, it's like we're getting a story with inside the story.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be really good. I mean, you add Sam Elliott to anything, it ain't going to make it worse. I mean,
Right.
All right. So what's the biggest downfall of this episode for you? The thing that it lacked the most of, or just disappointed you in general? I know you're not real happy with Ariana, but
yeah. To get off that though, my biggest thing that I still want to see more of, I want to get to the bottom of this whole Cooper deal. Like, I want to know how this is going to play out. But are him and Tommy going to hate each other? Is he going to buddy up with this guy? Or him and Tommy going to work it out? And is Tommy and this guy going to work it out with the deal with Cammy as well? So those questions, as far as the actual whales go, and who's signing the checks, that's what I'm most interested in right now.
what you got,
Mhm.
Perk?
Yeah, really, the notes that I've talked about, the negatives, is really all I had for the episode. My only thing, like Neil, is I would like to get to the big stuff, but you've got I don't know how many episodes the season's going to be, but you got to fill in. So, like,
Last
we
season.
needed an episode for the funeral. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I get it. And as far as time wise, I'm not really complaining because timing wise, I think it's been really, really good. I think so far in this season, not at the halfway point, I would grade it very high as far as what it's building up towards. So I'm not even really
mhm.
complaining. I'm just saying me personally on what I care about the most at the moment.
Yeah. Like I've told you, I've told both of you that this was probably my favorite episode so far. I really liked
Mhm.
it. If I've got to be nitpicky and pick something that I did not like, I would probably say I really think it would have just topped this episode off even more if we had got that meeting between Tommy and Garino or Garindo. If we got that meeting between them, I think that sets this episode off just that much more. But again, I think all in all, a really good episode.
Yeah, if that would have happened, there
Mhm.
probably wouldn't be anything I could say I would add.
Yeah. All right. So we all thought that was a pretty good episode. Some things we didn't like, but for the most part, all thought it was really good. I think we're starting to see the beginning of we're almost at the midway point for this season. So I've got a feeling maybe the next episode's a little dull, but I think 6 through 10, it's probably fixing to get after it. We're really fixing to
Mhm.
start building some stuff up and stuff happening. So I'm excited.
All right, before we go to the wheel, old buddy that Rebecca hooks up with, does he become a big time player in this show, or is he a 2 episode kind of character?
That's a great point. I actually was thinking about that, and he works in the oil field, so
Mhm.
naturally to me when he said that, I thought to myself, their paths are going to cross again. Maybe she is having to defend him and his company that he works for, and somehow, or maybe she is going up against his company in some sort of lawsuit or something. I feel like their paths cross again.
I feel like they're setting him up to be some kind of big time player just for the simple fact of they showed us what the man's bathroom looked like and how organized and
Yeah,
clean everything was. He ain't your average oil field guy.
no sir.
Mhm. Yeah, I feel like this is just a complete theory. So the reason Rebecca was on that plane to go to Midland was because of the accident, and I wonder maybe if he's higher up in the company that owned the truck or something, maybe, and his company's truck wrecked on her easement, and then that's going to be how they get back together
Okay,
Huh,
that's a good theory
I
too. I
like
mean,
that.
yeah, I think they just
as a complete
crossed.
shot in the dark.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
could. It makes a lot of sense though.
it's not a dumb guess.
No, not at all. All right. Before we get to this wheel, I do got to say one more thing. Perk already told you this today. For those of you out there who may come across this clip somehow, whether it be TikTok, YouTube, whatever, maybe you just happen to stumble into our show. My mother did not know this. My dad sat down in the seat beside me Saturday night and was like, "Tell your mother that Landman's a really good TV show." And I was like, "Mom, Landman is so good, we canceled our other podcast to start a podcast where we talk about Landman once a week." So for those of you out there who are watching who have not had the courage to press the play button on Landman,
You
do
need
it.
to.
Like with the
Mhm.
Shia LaBeouf Nike thing. Do it. Just do it.
Mhm.
You know, like it's a great show. You will definitely
Did you
be.
tell your mom I'm on the podcast?
Yes, I did.
Oh, she'll start watching.
Yeah, probably so. Now that Neil's on the podcast, that does make a difference for the family. I don't know why, but it does.
For Drew's family, not mine.
Yeah. Well, your mother likes all my videos on TikTok, so I guess it works the same.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. Here we go. We have got our wheel of the TV shows and or the movies and or one singular TV show that we have on the wheel this week. This week we've got a lot of really good suggestions. Perk, you want to read these off to the folks, or do you want me to?
All right. Yeah, we've got on today's. Sorry, I'm pulling the notes back up because I can't read it while it's spinning. We've got Big Trouble in Little China. We've got Lucky Number 11. We've got Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Primer, Tremors, Forrest Gump, and Walking Dead.
We've really got to get something where we start to put the names of the people who recommend these things on here so we can give them their proper shout out. Not, I'm just, going forward,
Mhm.
I'll help you with that. Because I think,
Two of these movies on this list are probably in my top 20.
oh, there's a couple good movies on this.
Oh,
Three.
Brother, Where Art Thou is a classic, and Forrest Gump is an absolute classic.
Yes. I like both of those. However,
Mhm.
I think they're so widely known. I personally would hope on this one for something I have not seen before. There's a couple mixed in here that I have not seen, so that's what
I'm
I'm
with
hoping
you on that.
for.
Mhm.
You're thinking the same thing, Perk? What are you thinking? You think the
Yeah,
same thing?
there's a handful, a couple on here that I would like to watch.
All right. Well, without no further ado, let's find out what this Thursday's episode is going to be about.
DJ, spin that shit.
Well,
A freaking classic.
Ooh.
I'm a Dapper Dan man. All right.
That ring
this
just so happens to be in a dresser at the bottom of a real damn big lake. Shit, she counted to 3. What?
This is a great movie. I am very excited to do this review on this movie because it's a classic. You can't.
I'll get it, Big Dan. God, that's my favorite line of the whole movie.
There's so many of these. My favorite scene, I'll go ahead and give you a spoiler. One of my
Mhm.
favorite scenes is when they go to record in the recording studio, and he tells him there's 6 of us, but only three of us can read and write, or 4 of us can read and write. Got the blind dude running the radio station. All right.
Turned him into a frog.
Yeah.
All right, we got to stop. Oh, hell, we're going to end up doing the review right now.
Yeah, there's so many of them, dude. You can just quote this movie on and on all night. So, yeah, who do we happen to know who referred this one, Perk? I'll let
pull
you
it up
look
real
while I
fast.
do a couple things. All right, so I got a little housekeeping while Perk's looking for who is it?
It was suggested by Angsty Teen on TikTok.
Angsty Teen on TikTok. We will be doing. We will be doing. Oh brother, where art thou? Thank you for the suggestion, man. We really appreciate it. Hope you're watching. Maybe you can find out what your suggestion led to. But all right, little housekeeping. That will be on the Thursday night episode, which will come out Friday morning. The Wednesday release episode that we have this week will be our top 3 favorite movies of all time, as well as our honorable mentions. I'm really struggling with talking tonight. I don't know why, but
I think you're
just
too sober.
You're right. I want to need more of them. But all right, that is going to do it for this show. Make sure and check us out Wednesday for the top 3 favorite movies. We've got a group of very different movies from each one of us, so you'll really get to see our personalities shine here. And it's going to be a good episode.
They'll
Y'all make
probably
sure
think
y'all-
I'm bipolar
So
after,
excited.
and I'm not, actually. I'm one of the calmest. I don't know. I'm not going to say I lied there, but you're right. It's very different list.
Yeah. Perks told us that we may not know any of his, so it'll be
And
great.
Perk's definitely the calmest, if we're being honest here.
100%. Well, all right. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like it, share it, tell your grandmother we sent you to, let us know what you're thinking in the episodes. We'll see y'all then. Woozy!